Hello world. Let me tell you a story, long overdue. Near where I live, squished between two much more modern houses, there is a small cottage. It has yellow chalked walls, bound with dark brown timber, and up top lies a thatched roof. Whenever I walk past it, I can smell a log burning in what I believe to be their fireplace, and see the smoke rising up from the chimney. Next to the chimney, they've placed a small plastic owl. I had to look twice the first time I noticed it during the night. It is a small, low but long house. In front of it is a garden, spanning the entire length of the house. In this garden, there are winding paths separating small and bigger areas of plants and flower beds. The layout has this wild but taken care of energy to it, as if the plants seem to have found their own place between each other, and a higher being simply tending to their needs wherever they seem to feel most comfortable. Hiding throughout the garden, you can find all sorts of decorative items, woodland creatures, magical fairies, and tiny hidey holes. If you look closely, you can even find the place where a Smurf has made their home in a stone-enclosed flower bed. Hanging from a small tree located in the middle of the garden, flowering during spring and summer with giant, beautiful pink and white flowers, you can find crystals and wind chimes hanging, swaying in the wind. Encasing it all is a worn white picket fence, no taller than a meter. Right next to the gate, located in the middle of the fence, there are three very special planks. They each have two black eyes, and during December, they are all wearing a small red knitted hat. This house always has a very special fairy tale energy to it, no matter the weather, no matter the time of year. It is a magical pocket located on a small path surrounded by modern life. I have lived near this house for around 7 years. It lies on the path I take to the train station. For around 7 years, I've been walking past this little incredible pocket and felt a small tang of joy, simply from it existing. And every time we get near Christmas, I want to give them a little something, just to show my appreciation of their tireless work and dedication to this marvel they call home. I often think about what one can do to show appreciation. I've started using social media in a whole different way ever since I got to know the ins and outs. I want to show my appreciation to the people whose content, whose art I consume. I can't force people to like, comment on, or share my work, but I can treat others how I want to be treated, and in a tiny way maybe pay back a smidge of the joy, invigoration and strength I get from them. It's hard to comment when you want to share something meaningful, but sometimes just a simple "thank you for sharing" can go a long way. I am still very much in a mindset of being shy when it comes to sharing my appreciation for another's work in person. I still tend to fall back on my drawings as a token of saying thank you instead of using my words. It is a struggle, but unless you practice, you'll never be good at it. Appreciation is often felt like a surplus thing. We immediately recognize when something is bad or wrong, while good tends to be taken as a given. But we are social animals. Even though we do something for ourselves to make ourselves feel better, it's pretty amazing to know if it has, by some happenstance, grown out from ourselves and let others share in the good. But they will never know if they are not told. The last year, sometimes when I walk past the little yellow house, I become a bit frightened. The people seem happy and healthy, and I would believe they have many, many years of healthy lives left in them. But I know the day will come when the garden will no longer be tended. The day will come when shadow befalls a fairy tale, and the only thing to share appreciation of is a memory of a magical time gone. None of us know when this time happens, but we know it will come. This is the only certainty we have in our lives. This is not inherently a bad thing, but the least we can do is acknowledge this fact and not take the good still left for granted. The only thing left will be regret, which is a cold and thankless place where nothing new can grow. If someone made your day better and you want to give back, simply letting them know can let them share in the good they themselves birth. It's kind of funny how generic the card I'm making is compared to the feelings I have for what they do. But I wanted to create something I was proud of, with them in mind, for them. Who knows, maybe next year I'll make something bigger and better. But for now, I just want to say thank you. I just wish to share my appreciation for putting a small oasis of magic into the world and show how happy I am that it just so happens to exist in a spot where I get to experience it. With this in mind, thank you for staying with me. I appreciate you joining me in this adventure I call my art journey, even if it's just for a few steps. The road is long, scary, and quite lonely, but it's good to have a bit of company. I hope you had some wonderful holidays and you came safely and well into the new year. Thank you and take care.